Hello, welcome to Tiny Techies. My name is Chanel at the Plano Public Library. Tiny Techies is a program ideal for children ages 3 to 5. However, if we have little ones who are older or younger, that's totally fine. In this video, we will be incorporating basic coding concepts appropriate for this age group through a classic story. But before we begin, let's talk a little bit about coding. Coding is the way we tell computers to do helpful things they do for us. So coding is what makes it possible for us to create computer software, apps, and websites, and computers follow a list of instructions that a coder or programmer has written. So today we're going to be talking about algorithms. Algorithm is a fancy word for a set of directions in order, kind of like a recipe. Machines like phones, computers, or robots even, all use algorithms to tell them, what to do. It is very important that their directions are clear and followed in order. We will continue to talk about following directions and putting things in order so that we understand what an algorithm is. And we'll talk about some different activities that you can do at home as well to kind of learn more about algorithms and following directions. Okay, so for our activity today, we are going to be making a pizza, one of my favorite foods. And in order to make our pizza, we're going to have to do things in a specific order. So first, I'm going to get my pizza plate. That's what our pizza is going to be sitting on. And next, what do you think comes next? What's the first step in making a pizza? I think you need pizza dough, so you can have your crust when you bake it. So here we have our pizza crust. What's next? Cheese? Sauce? I think it's time for sauce. So we're gonna spread sauce all over our pizza crust. Looking pretty good so far, but I think we need a little bit more ingredients. So we have our pizza crust, we have our pizza sauce. Next, I think usually cheese is sprinkled on top of the sauce. So we could stop it right here and just have a cheese pizza. Cheese pizza is really delicious, but I think I want a little bit more as far as toppings. So I'm gonna place some pepperoni on my pizza. Not too much though. Pepperoni pizza is delicious, but I also like a few more toppings on my pizza. I'm going to add some mushrooms, I do like veggies. You can imagine using different types of veggies as well, if you'd like. Oh no, I lost a mushroom. Hold on, I have another one. There we go. And I have one more topping. It's my personal favorite. And if you don't like this topping, I understand. I like pineapple on my pizza. Pineapple is really good on pizza, in my opinion. And that is it. That is our pizza. So let's go over the steps that we did to make this pizza again. We had our crust, and then we spread our sauce on top of the crust. We sprinkled cheese on top of the sauce, and then we went ahead and put our toppings that we like on our pizza. So for me, it was pepperoni, mushrooms, and pineapple. So we followed a set of steps to make our pizza, which is also an algorithm. That's how algorithms work. Everything is done in order, kind of like following a recipe. So there we go, there's our pizza. For an algorithm activity at home, what you can do is make lunch a little more interesting with your child. You can pretend you are a robot and have your little one provide you with directions on how to make certain lunch foods, such as a sandwich, chocolate milk, or even a pizza if you have all those ingredients at home. And you can make it fun and silly by sticking to exactly what your little one says, even if it gets a little messy. This will help them understand how word usage is important, and it helps build upon their early literacy skills.